Hi viewers, Wicked Witch 11, your Saturday host for The Witch's Voice. This week we're talking about sex. One of my favorite subjects of all time. And I'm really excited. I don't know if you can tell. But I'm gonna try to keep this video short because I tend to go on a long winged on my videos, so I'm just gonna try to keep it very simple. But the topic is sex. So basically, sex and witchcraft. What do we think about premarital sex and all of those things? So let me start by saying that I am a very sexual person. I'm a very sexual witch. I don't have the stereotypes or the taboos that society has amongst each other. I'm a very different individual, and I'm a very free individual. So sex to me is very freeing and very natural, very sacred, and you know, who doesn't love sex? I love sex. But with that being said, though, I think it is very important to mention that if you are under the age of 18, please be very careful when it comes to sexual intercourse. It is very important for you to be very careful and protected. If you're going to have sex, please use protection. There are a lot of diseases out there that you do not want to catch because they can be dangerous to your health and ultimately to your life. So please make sure that if you're having sex with different partners or different people, please make sure you are using protection and you are protected, okay? If you are scared or embarrassed to buy a condom because you don't want people to see you, find someone close to you that can actually do that for you. I will suggest you go to your parents. Not all parents are going to be stingy about it. Some parents are going to help you and buy you a box of condoms. So please make sure you go through those avenues before actually having sexual intercourse. Now with that being said, let's get to the fun part. Well, actually, there's another warning that I like to say. When it comes to sex and witchcraft, it is very important for us witches to be very careful about who we choose to have sexual intercourse or sexual interaction with. Why? Because since we are witches, and this goes specifically to those witches who are very sensitive like I am, in the act of sexual intercourse or in the act of sex, there is an exchange not only of energy, but when you have sex with someone, you are connecting souls. You are connecting in a soul level. So just imagine this. If you are having sex with someone who you don't know very well, and you don't know their baggage, you don't know where they come from, you don't know what have they done, you don't know how dirty their soul is, you don't know how dirty their energy levels is, you don't know how much dirt and caca they are carrying in their souls and in their energetic level, and you have sex with them, you being a witch, you being a sensitive, what you're doing is you are attracting, you are interacting with his soul, you're connecting with that soul, and you are like a vacuum cleaner, and you're basically sucking in all of that nastiness, all of that caca, and you're taking it to yourself, into your being, into your own soul. And once you're done having sex with this person, you are carrying with you all of that nastiness, and it could bring you down energetically, and it could ruin your life. You have to be very careful about who you choose to have sex with if you are a witch. It is not a joke, people. Being a witch, it's not a gimmick. Being a witch, it's not a game, okay? It takes a lot of responsibility, and it takes a lot of work sometimes I sit down and I think about all of this newcomers to the craft, and I think about, do they really sit down and think about how much hard work it takes to actually be a witch? Like, it is a lot of work, and you know, sometimes I feel like, damn, like, I didn't choose this path. The path chose me. But like, wow, if I was like 16 years ago and I would sit down and somebody would ask me, "Do you want to be a witch?" and they would tell me what it entails to be one, I would probably think twice, because it is a lot of work. You have to be very, very careful about your surroundings, who you decide to connect with on a soul level, whether that is friendship, who you touch, who you interact with, especially who you have sex with. It is very, very important, and it's a big level of responsibility that it comes with having sex, because you are different, okay? You are a witch. You have something that not everybody else has, and therefore a lot of energies will come and stick to you. You are attracting a lot of energies, and once you're having sex with this person that you don't know, that you just met 2 days ago, and you don't know their energetic baggage, you don't know what they are carrying, you're gonna have it. And now you're going to have to deal with that. And you're probably going to have to go through a very deep cleansing, a spiritual cleansing. And that's going to take a lot of work to remove. So you have to, and if you're going from one partner to the other, one person to the other, a lot of different sexual partners, then you're screwed. Because basically you will come to a point where you are in a level of no return. So you have to be really careful when it comes to that. But with that being said, let's the warning is off, so let's take it to another level. I'm a very sexual person, like I said, and when it comes to me, I don't go around having sex with a lot of people, because I just explained why it's not a good idea to do that. However, whoever I choose to have sex with, it has to be a partner of mine that I've been together with in a relationship for at least a couple of months. I'm not a very easy person, you know. I don't give it away at once, because I need to feel this person. I need to know what they're bringing. I need to know the energies that surround them. I need to know what spiritual baggage they are carrying beforehand. And I get to know this by analyzing them through time. Sometimes I don't even need that much time. Sometimes I just go on a date and I meet this person face to face, and I immediately can tell what they are carrying with them, and if I even want to get myself involved into this mess or not. So, but when it comes to sex, I'm very free. I don't hold any inhibitions. I am very free, and I let it go loose, and I enjoy it to the max. Like, there is no question about it. And I get all happy and giddy, because this is one of my favorite subjects. And there are things that you could do in your magic that I do and I use in my magic when incorporating sex, but that will take a lot of time to explain, and I'm going to make that video, but I'm going to post it on my personal channel. So if you're interested, then make sure you keep your eye on my personal channel for that one. But here I want to keep it simple. Let me talk about premarital sex. When it comes to premarital sex, that's more of like, I don't want to say a Christian principle, because that would be putting that on a specific category, but it is more of like it is more of a taboo within society. It's more of a taboo within society, I would say, when it comes to premarital sex. Our society is very Christian based, and I didn't want to put premarital sex on a Christian category, but it just came out, so you can't run away with it. But our society is very Christian based, and because of the Christian morals, premarital sex, it's something that they push a lot. Our society pushes a lot. And if you are part of this religious beliefs, then you believe your beliefs are telling you that you cannot have sex before marriage because it is a sin. Now, obviously, I don't follow those beliefs. I'm a witch and I'm also homosexual. So therefore, I am very, very, very far from the Christian-based belief system. So yeah, premarital sex, it doesn't apply to me because number one, me being gay, it doesn't apply. Number one, so in some states, gays still cannot get married. Therefore, sex before marriage does not apply. We cannot get married. So why should I wait till marriage, quote unquote, to have any sex? So that does not apply. However, if you want to make it apply to yourself, and if you follow that specific belief, even if you're a witch and you feel like you don't want to have sex before marriage, then that's fine. Have a ceremony on whatever religion you follow. If you're a witch, you might have a hand-festing ceremony, and you get that done, and then afterwards you can have sex. That's if you want to follow that specific belief, the premarital sex belief. If you don't, then like I said before, and in my warning, be very careful who are you choosing to connect with in that level. Sex is a very sacred act, and it's very important, and it takes a lot of responsibility to have sex. And when I see individuals who have sex with multiple people on a daily basis, it makes me sad because they don't know what they're getting themselves into. They don't know exactly. They're basically destroying themselves energetically. And if you are destroyed energetically in your soul level, you don't have anything, because we are a soul inside a body. We are a soul first. So you have to be very, very careful. So premarital sex does not apply to me, and I don't follow it, but that does not mean that I am a slut, to call it anything. Doesn't mean that I go around having sex with everyone. No, I'm very selective because I have been a witch for 16 years, so I know what to look for, and I know the signs and the things that I need to make sure that are right energetically before I get myself into that. I am not going to jump into bed with you if I know that you are carrying a lot of energetic baggage and a lot of nasty caca with you. I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I don't want that in my soul. I don't want that around me. Therefore, sorry, it's not going to happen. Bye-bye. So, with that being said, let's see, I covered premarital sex, I covered sex and magic, I covered sex as a whole. So yeah, I think that's all for me this week. I'm very excited because this topic gets me really pumped up. But I think I gave you guys a lot of pointers on sex and what to look for. Specifically, if you are a witch and you are a practicing witch, make sure you are very, very, very careful. Make sure if you are under the age of 18, and even if you are an adult above the age of 18, make sure that you use protection. Specifically, if you are having sex with someone you don't know for a very long time, it is very important to protect yourself, not only magically, but as well as in the mundane world. Sometimes we think that because we are witches, we are above some of the rules of the world, and that does not specifically apply, and that's very dangerous because we are witches and different in a sense, but in other senses we are the same as everybody else, and you can catch any disease just like everybody else. So you have to make sure you are protected. So make sure if you're having sex with a partner that you don't know for a very long time and you don't know what they got, not only energetically but just physically, use protection, use a condom, make sure you do that. Make sure you go through all of the steps to make sure that you are not going to catch anything. With that being said, though, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm very excited for this week. This was a very fun topic to talk about. And if you want to know about how I incorporate sex in my magic, make sure that you keep an eye on my personal channel because that video is coming up real soon. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed this week very, very much. And till next Saturday, blessings, guys.